here. Okay, so did Jay-Z, they should be exposed about the industry. Sadly, I don't. No, it's not going to end. It's not going to end. Damn. Let me look at this photo again. Beyonce girl. Beyonce girl. Look at her. Look at her. You see this? Ooh, Beyonce girl. Ma'am. You're gonna have to craft that PR response, ma'am. You're gonna have to craft that PR response. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. This may as well be, yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And even the industry I used to work in, perfumery, everywhere. Those fashion designers, everywhere. Beyonce, will you say anything yourself about this? She's going to continue to defend herself. Ooh, the industry is rocked. I do see lawsuits. Will you be named in any lawsuits? People are like really demanding money. It's almost like, damn, that sucks. It's almost like they're being blackmailed for. Are they being blackmailed? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So it feels, and this is what's really sad about it, is they're saying that industry women feel like they have to defend themselves. They have to defend themselves, even though some of them, they actually were victims. But it's like now, man, that's complicated, because they're just like, now because of what Cassie did, we're the ones who have to be on the defensive, because it feels like it's just the women. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Ooh, what a mess. It feels like most of them preferred for this to just be kept quiet. Sorry. I hung up on my grandma to finish this reading. Damn, all these women. Look at this. All these women. Whew, and it's all happening behind the scenes. Look at this. Women of the industry. Women of the industry. I mean, it's happening to men as well, but like what Spirit is telling me is that it's the women who have to defend themselves, even though many of them, not all of them, but many of them were actually victims. Ooh, boy. And look, they're like, men are sitting pretty. Ooh. Now Cassie's about to walk away with a payday and everybody else got a deal. It's complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. I mean, it's complicated. But that's scary, where you don't even know if you were a victim or not. Okay. Yeah, so I'm asking her, did she participate in any of Diddy's sex parties? And she's like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. But it's just, she doesn't know, because it's like, why? I could have been one of the ones who was drugged. She doesn't know. She's like, no, I didn't participate consciously. But it's like, what if I was drugged? I don't know. Ooh. Gay mafia exists for rappers. Yes, it does. Yep, it does. I think a lot of these celebrities are in this or are in that predicament where it's just like they don't know. I kind of feel like maybe even Leonardo DiCaprio could be in that predicament as well, where he would say, no, I did not do this, but how do you know if people are being drugged? How do you know? Like all these celebrity women are just like, well, it could be one of us. Like, how would I know? The gay mafia. So it's like, because I saw someone write a comment about it earlier, so I just decided to ask. It's basically like sort of like an initiation, kind of like how frats used to do it. No offense to gay people, I'm sorry. But basically just sodomizing rappers as like an initiation into the rap game, basically. The Skull and Bones, I think at Yale, I think Skull and Bones is at Yale. That's what they do too. Ray J told Nicki he has a gay organization. But yeah, Spirit is saying yes, it does exist. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. I'm not sure like how true it is, like if the rumors are 100% true, but they're saying yes, gay mafia, the bus court. I think the bus court is like people who are willing to sell themselves for money, but this feels more like an initiation. Actors and athletes too. Are actors and athletes involved in this too? Well, definitely actors, for sure. Damn, look at this. Yeah, and Jay-Z is saying like he's just like, y'all not gonna fuck with me. I'm using my lawyers. Don't fuck with me. That's what he's saying. But people are for sure like they are hounding the Carters down for money. And like Beyonce feels like really like she's livid because it's just like I could have been a victim. I could have been drugged. Why do I have to pay money to keep people quiet if I could have been in this situation? Ooh. Bus court. Listen, I don't know if y'all remember this, but earlier this year, there was a young lady who came onto my live who wanted to be an actress. And I remember very distinctly, I saw sex trafficking and I was like, yes, you absolutely can be famous, but how much do you want to pay for it? I don't know what happened to her because she never came back. But I saw it clearly then. I see it clearly now. Clearly. Oh, you remember that reading? Mm-hmm. Clearly. Very clearly. And even Tyla, in her reading, I felt that she's going to get involved in the sex trafficking thing. And if you look at her eyes now, in her photos, her eyes are dead. So she already started. Okay. What's funny is, so this question, did Jay-Z have sex with a man? I'm not getting a yes. What I am getting though is that like he's been touched before, but it feels like it's against his will. It was against his will. And it also feels like they were, but it's like it's very weird because it's like watching him or something. Like just watching him, he's been approached many times. Yeah, he's been approached many times. It feels like they may have groped him or they may have like tried something with him. And then he kind of got away. Because I think that's why he was showing me like keeping to himself at some of these industry parties, like making sure that there's room around him as well. I feel like he may have been touched. What's going on with his mom? Is his mother still alive? I noticed her eyes as well. They're very sad and empty. I mean, that's what happened with Chloe very soon after. And if you guys remember what I used to say about them in 2020 on Discord and how like she will do anything to be famous, look at what happened. Oh, his mom got married last year. Her marriage may be on the rocks. Something's happening with his mother. Yep, it sure is. Okay. I won't enter the industry unless there's change. I don't think there's ever going to be a change. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Whew. They did not want to talk about their relationship at all because this Cassie thing is just blowing up everywhere. And I remember a video, I think it was one of their videos I did either last year or 2 years ago, where I was just like, yeah, the industry is going to be shaken up. And I remember seeing a bunch of lawsuits everywhere. Nicki said people like Ray J be recruiters for these people and not even know it. Oh, really? Well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but 2 years ago, I did a random reading on the Kardashians, and I said something like they're freaking Satanists and they're also like prostitutes involved in all this stuff. Again, like that's what I said. And you guys wanted to know about Mariah Carey. And then you guys asked, why is Nick Cannon having all these babies? And I was like, he wants to feed them to the industry. And you guys asked me to put it on YouTube, and I was like, no, no. Like I do think that sometimes some of these celebrities have children specifically for that reason. Oh, you remember that reading too? Yeah. Yep. He wanted daughters for a reason. Evil. Yep. I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, it's not good. DJ Envy did with his daughter for Halloween, so gross. Whoa, what did he do? Okay, let's look at Cameron. So the question is, did Jay-Z put a hit on Cameron? Oh, here comes Cassie. Damn. I don't think she got the money yet, actually. No, it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. I asked a few times. It doesn't look like he put a hit on either of them, Sight and Film. If you're still here, no, I'm getting a no. He did what? Dress her up as Lil' Kim from the Crush on You video? Listen, these people are sick. Same goes for, what's that girl's name? Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff. Same for Hilary Duff. She did the same thing to her child too. I think her son, maybe? And there was outrage about it, but nobody wants to believe that Hilary Duff would be like that, right? Ooh. Ooh. All right. Nicki really wants to come out here. Nicki really wants to come up. But so the answer to that question is no. Okay. Crystal, I already asked that question about Aaliyah. No, he did not have a part in her death. It was actually someone she was in a relationship with and a family member, Aaliyah. But I asked her that question like 3 years ago. Okay, so do we really want to ask questions about Cathy White? There's so much in here, guys. And when I get to the Megan Thee Stallion thing, I'm gonna have it in with Nicki Minaj. Okay, I already asked that question. Let's try to get into their relationship again, because the whole like Diddy thing is taking over. Jay-Z, Beyonce. And you know, there was a rumor a few years ago that the reason why Beyonce showed up on this random Shape magazine is because they found out that a bodyguard tried to like do something to Blue, and because Beyonce didn't want that information out there in the public, she agreed to keep it quiet to do a cover for them, and it was a very random cover. I think it was Shape magazine, and I was like, why who would even, why would anyone do that? But like, seeing how protective they are of their children and the information about their children, I think it's true. I think it's true, which is sad. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Does anyone else remember that? I remember that the bodyguard died. Do we know which one it was? Because they have like 15 of them. Let's see. It was years ago. I think it was like 2013, 2014. Shape magazine, and it was really random, and this blind item came out, and I was like, it feels like there's a little bit of truth to it. Anyway, okay. See, look, she's just look here again. She's like really scared. She's not going to answer any questions about her relationship. Look, she's worried. Was she drugged at a party? Was she drugged? What happened? Was she? I don't know. See? she's not in a state to be answering any questions. And it's the same cards over and over and over again. Ooh, that's sad. That's sad, guys. Honestly, I feel like she wasn't. I do feel like she wasn't. Because I asked Spirit, well, was she? And they're sort of like, we don't really think so. But like, it's playing over and over and over in her mind, over and over. She's really worried about it. I mean, I feel like most of the women who've ever been to a party like that, they're probably worried. And I mean, the video of Sanaa Lathan and Diddy and French Montana, she was obviously taken advantage of. They're showing me an image. No, it's not a Beyonce live. It's actually Jay-Z, but she's just coming out very strongly because she's worried, she's scared. They're actually showing me an image of, have you guys seen the original Blade? In the very opening, so I won't give the movie away, in the very opening, they're in this club together, and it's like bodies everywhere. So that's the image that they're showing me, except it's red and black. So someone said Diddy's not sparing anyone. You would think he wouldn't play with them, but it's just like they all look the same in the dark. And it's like there's just so many people, like you don't really know what's going on by the time that everyone is drugged, and just it's like a free-for-all. But that's the image they showed me of like Blade. I'll post the opening. Maybe I shouldn't because it's kind of gross. But the opening where all these people, they're in the club and they're dancing and it's dark. I think in Blade it's blue, but what they're showing me is an image of like the bodies are black and the surrounding is red. So it's like you can't see, you don't know. And like a body is a body. It doesn't matter who the person is. A body is a body by that point. That's how I thought clubs were like when I was young. Clubs used to be like that. when I was younger. Clubs used to be like that. Now everybody's just on their phones. Now I wouldn't go to a club because, like, I mean, many times I've had to help girls who've been drugged, and those were house parties, clubs. No, it's no. So I'm sorry, but she's not. I can't. Well, actually, oh, Diddy did have red lights. Okay. That's why they showed me red then. Okay. He wants another kid. He loves her. He does love her. He does love her, actually. He sees her as wife and mother. He does. So I'm asking Jay-Z, how does he feel about her? He does love her. I think he wants another child. He wants another one. And he's kind of like, in his very simple male brain, he's kind of thinking, oh, well, maybe she'll be happier with another kid. Wow. They always want more kids. Yes, bartenders will drug women. Yep. Okay, let's try to move on. No, it doesn't look like it. So I know what question you guys want to ask. Did Jay-Z have Cathy White killed? No. Hold on. Feels like no. And I pulled it multiple times. Feels like a no. Was he married to Beyonce? Like it feels like he's telling me at the time. At the time, there was something going on. Did Beyonce lose a pregnancy around that time? Are you saying Beyonce lost a pregnancy around that time? Well, he was definitely cheating on Beyonce. It feels like she may have lost a pregnancy around that time, maybe. She may have lost a pregnancy. This is Beyonce here. And sometimes I get this either for an abortion or like a miscarriage, like a pregnancy that ended in some way. But he was definitely cheating on her at that time, like big time, many partners, big time. She may have lost a pregnancy at that time. And like, it feels like they could have been on like this weird break or something like that. It doesn't feel like he killed this lady. Because I know that's what you guys really want to ask. No, I'm getting a no. From this picture I'm looking at, she kind of looks like Megan Thee Stallion's new face. Let's see. Doesn't that look like Megan Thee Stallion's new face? A little bit? Or her filtered face? Kind of looks like her. Oh, they had a relationship. He and Cathy White. For sure. He was ducking out. He was ducking out on Beyonce. He was. He didn't have her killed though. It doesn't seem like it. Because I asked multiple ways, he didn't do it. He didn't have anyone else do it. I don't know what happened to her, but it doesn't feel like he was involved. But he was sleeping with her. I see him remind the scene of Diary of a Mad Black Woman where she's yelling about how you could have had 2 kids. That movie is so ridiculous. asked if Beyonce is getting a divorce from Jay-Z, it does look like they're having a very hard, I mean, obviously, it does look like they're having a very hard time in their marriage right now, for sure. The feeling that I get from them as a couple is like, we've been through worse, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because the thing that's at the top of Beyonce's mind is this, like, this Cassie. Oh, she's pissed. Okay. Okay, let's just go down the line of all these women you guys want to know about. I'm just gonna label this on YouTube Jay-Z plus women. That's it. Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. But here's the thing though. Beyonce has not been faithful herself either. And I also got that Beyonce kind of likes women too. But I don't think I've ever made that public, because I think I've done that on Discord with a client where we talked about it. I'll marry you, Beyonce, and I won't cheat on you. I think she kind of likes women. As she shouldn't. Okay. Oh, Foxy Brown's so pretty. Oh, let me get these cards. Oh, you had a previous live mentioning that she likes women. I'm moving away from Beyonce only because there's so many questions here about Jay-Z and all these other women. I'm sorry. Oh, I did say she was bi on live. Oh shit. Okay. My bad. I know I read for it years ago with someone on Discord. Oh, these are just his cards. This feels more like, Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on with these? Oh, okay. Hold on. How did this happen? I love this deck, guys. This deck is so accurate. Like, I'm so upset that, like, nobody really talks about this deck. He did. I actually do feel like he really cared about her. No, it doesn't feel like they had a sexual relationship. You know what? It feels like if she was older or if he was younger, they would have been like a beautiful couple. Beautiful couple. So what I'm getting from it, like, it feels like they worked together here. They worked together. He loved her, actually. He did. Some of it feels familial, but some of it feels like romantic love too. And even here, it's showing that, like, there was like this desire to be in a relationship with her, but someone feels young. Was it her or him? Who was it? Because it feels like a close friendship. Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. Feels like a very close relationship, but you want to know something? It feels like it didn't go the distance because of what everyone else was saying. She was very young. She was on her age, but energetically, they would have made a beautiful couple. And it actually feels like he did love her. He did. I asked if they had sexual relations, and they're saying heavy petting, heavy petting, heavy petting. So there was something sexual that happened, but it doesn't feel like it went all the way, not all the way. And what he's saying is like, no, because it's like the scrutiny would have been too much. It would have been too much. This is the Tower, by the way. And then Judgment. And then, well, it would have been too much. He loved her. He loved her though. Because it felt like friends, family members, and then like puppy love. They would have made a beautiful couple. Look at this gorgeous energy. Look at it. Look at it. Beautiful. He did not, not go there with her because it was wrong. It was because of what everyone else would have said. It's not so great between them today. I actually feel like she did ask him for money, but it's almost like the way she did it. Like I don't think that she blackmailed him or anything, but she sort of like brought it up in asking for money, and he's sort of like, really? He's like, I still care about you. I would have given it to you anyway. So the way he feels about her now is not that great. It's not that great. I don't think they talk that much anymore. Okay. Let's see. I have been on here for 2 hours, guys. I'm not answering any more questions about Beyonce tonight. She's not in a good place. Okay, here's more women. Although I feel like I'm just gonna fly through these women because Blue Cantrell, no, he didn't blackball her. Terra, no, he didn't blackball her. Amil feels like kind of. Ooh. It's almost like he, so it doesn't, it's a kind of, it feels more like, if she wanted something, he would like just sit back, or if she needed a decision, or if she needed permission to use like samples or something to that effect, he would just not try hard. So it's a kind of, it's like through neglect, through neglect. It doesn't feel like an Oprah versus Monique blackball. But it's definitely just like, I won't help. Won't do that. That's what it feels like. Okay, so. Nicki, Rihanna, Jaguar, Wright. Let's ask this question really quickly. That lady is very unwell. Jaguar, right. Jay-Z sends his goons. I see what her issue is. Did she used to work with him or something? Because it feels like there wasn't like a disagreement and he just let her go. He let her go. Jaguar Wright has a bone to pick with the industry as a whole. And Spirit is telling me if she was still part of the industry, she wouldn't say anything. She wouldn't say a thing if she was still in the in crowd. If she was still accepted by them, she would not say a thing. Oh, bye. It doesn't feel like it feels like the only thing. So if they work together, it feels like the only thing he did is stop working with her. It's even here. Ooh. Even there. Like it looks like there was a disagreement and he just let her go. Or either just like stop working with him or working with her, something to that effect. It doesn't feel like he did anything to her. It feels like it's more what he didn't do. But she has a bone. It's not just Jay-Z. She has a bone to pick with the entire industry. I asked her, why does she keep talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce? And she's like, because they haven't given me any money yet. Yeah, she wants money. She wants money. She's one of the ones who wants money. Okay, let's start to go more quickly. Okay, so let's see. Did Jay-Z try to hook up with Chloe Bailey? Did he try to hook up with Normani? No. It actually does look like he tried to work with her and she kind of turned him down. But this feels more like management. Normani, sorry, it's Normani. He tried to work with Normani, but she turned him down. As for Chloe Bailey, it doesn't feel like he's close to her at all. But I've been getting this for a while. It feels more like he's closer with the other sister, Halle. Nicki wants to come out. She wants to come out. Yeah. He sees her as a kid, but he's just like, yeah, I'm not really that close to her. He sees her as a child. Finally. Nicki wants to come out. Nicki's just like, bitch, I have so much to say. I have so much to say. Nicki wants to come out. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's do Rihanna really quickly. They don't speak that much either. I mean, he's happy for her. Funny. Wow. Hold on. I heard stalker. So he's happy for her success, but it's like he keeps her far away. It's like he doesn't really speak to her that much anymore. It's like very far away, but like he's doing it for a purpose. And then I heard stalker, and I asked, did Rihanna stalk Jay-Z? It feels like, I mean, it's like more of her pursuit of fame. Oops, sorry, let me turn this off because it's more of like her pursuit of fame. Her pursuit of fame. Because she's keeping so many tabs. No. He's talking about himself, not Beyonce. He's talking about himself. I do actually have tea on that. Y'all know that I used to work in an industry that sometimes dealt with celebrities, and she came into my workplace and she worked with the specific artist who worked with Beyonce, who had pictures of Beyonce all over his desk. She specifically requested this person to copy something that Beyonce had. And it was very awkward because that guy is very good friends with Beyonce. It was so bizarre. This happened 10 years ago. 10 years ago. But it's not, no, it's not like she's like, you know, outside of his house or anything, but it's almost like he's saying it's because she was trying to be famous, so she had that tendency. Wait, allegedly what happened? Yeah, kind of. Stalk is a very strong word, but I did hear it. It's a very strong word. It's more of like a stan, you know. It's more of like a super fan, but it's more of a super fan. I feel like they had a pretty decent falling out. Things recross Bay once upon a time. She can stay second place. It feels like they had a really big falling out, but then they made up. But ever since they made up, like it's not the same. He keeps her at arm's length distance. He's just like, But it feels like back in the day, because he used the word stalker. She used to be a super fan. She used to be a stan, super fan. Ew. And he's so this is what he's saying. What he's saying is she offered to sleep with him. That's what she did. He's like, she's the one who offered. She's the one who offered. Ooh. He's calling her a stalker. Oh gosh. It doesn't look like they did. It doesn't look like they did. He thought about it, but he's just like, nope, not going there. Not going there. But he's saying she's the one who did it. She's the one who did it. She offered. People said she was innocent, but she really wanted fame more than anything. Yeah, he's like, oh, she's the one who offered it to me. But he's just like, he thought about it. He's just like, nah, better not. And I heard him say stalker. Woo. Damn. Her ex-manager said Jay was sleeping with her young. He just said it on YouTube. No, Jay's not loyal. He just didn't do it with her. Her ex-manager said Jay was that's Jay Brown, not Jay-Z. What a power couple. She did have like a manager. She did have a manager or like a producer or somebody who did admit to starting the rumors to just basically to promote her. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, Jay-Z. The last time I read on, I think it was Nicki, and I saw that Beyonce was sort of like not feeling Megan anymore. Not really. I already answered that question. No, he did not. And guys, stop adding questions in there. I'm tired. Stop adding questions. Jay. Yo, he's kind of... I've been saying this intuitively, that he made a mistake investing in Megan Thee Stallion. And this is not just not being me. being a hater. I don't care for Megan's energy for some reason. I read on her briefly a few times. I don't like her energy at all. But he's starting to feel like he's actually losing industry support behind her. Look at this. He's kind of losing industry support behind her. At this point, he still feels like, yeah, I'm still getting something out of this relationship or this business, whatever, with her. But he's getting tired. He's getting tired of defending her. He's getting tired of defending her. He's losing support in the industry because of her. It's a video of Diddy, French Montana, G-Eazy, and Meg at Diddy party. She was making on G's. It's on YouTube. So interesting. I feel like he actually lost like a couple of good friends. So it's like he's kind of saying like, yeah, I mean, I got what I wanted, but look at the cost. Look at the cost. He's losing friends and support behind her. He's lost friends and support behind her. So he's like, yeah, I got what I wanted. Because I do think that in some ways she is making him money, but he's just like, look at the cost. Maybe that's also why that friend sector was so bizarre. Why? Why are y'all doing that? No. I asked him if he slept with Megan. He's like, nope, it's all business. It's all business. He made sure to say that. He made sure to say that. He's like, nope, it's all business. It feels like, ooh. It feels like Megan offered herself, but they're just like, she was drunk though. She was drunk. And it feels like multiple times she was drunk. Oh, she was drunk. There, ooh. I feel Diddy's energy peeking through. I feel like she did sleep with him. But again, she was drunk. She was drunk. At a party. At a party. She was drunk though. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, and they're even talking, ew. I really don't want to get into her business like that. Even she does talk about, but they're just like, this train, multiple. But they're like, she was drunk. They're really emphasizing she was drunk. She probably doesn't even remember a lot of this stuff. Oh gosh. Megan always drunk. She stayed trying to bag someone, man. Yeah, like no, she was drunk. She was drunk. But I mean, it's like a little bit different from the other women that I've read with Diddy parties. It's more of like Carisha's energy, where it's like, oh yeah, it's a party. Like, I mean, this is very complicated. It's very complicated because like once you're inebriated, you can't like really consent. But going into it, it's like, no, it's a party, it's whatever. But she was drunk. She was drunk. They're repeating that over and over again. Drunk, 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 drunk. Not drugs. This is purely alcohol. Alcohol. Hell no. Beyonce's over her. She's over her. Beyonce thinks she's a narcissist as well. She's over her. Megan. Beyonce's over Megan. She's over it. So that Nicki video that I did, where we talked about her and Jay-Z and what happened, and I said if it feels like she just feels very betrayed by him, it's like a financial thing, and part of it has to do with Megan Thee Stallion, all this stuff. And when I looked at Nicki's energy, I got the sense that, no, when I looked at Beyonce's energy, I got the sense that Beyonce was saying, like, Beyonce still felt friendly with Nicki, and Beyonce was just like, no, Nicki has a point here. And someone responded, I think it could have been DeMarcus' mom, who responded saying, I think, what did you say? I think you said something like, oh, Nicki or Megan's probably trying to sleep with Jay or something. But it feels like Nicki is, or Beyonce is over Nicki, or shit. Beyonce is over Megan at this point. Why does everyone want to smash Jay-Z? Because he's powerful, that's it. He's powerful, that is it. That is it. He's not that good looking these days anymore. So, okay, so let's get into Nicki. Since she wants to talk so much. And I have to go. Please stop putting questions in there. Nicki Minaj, Jay. No. No. I'm very tired. Oh, you have a crown next to Nicki's name. I'm just like, the fuck is that? Okay. Surprisingly, the energy from Jay-Z to Nicki Minaj is better today. Okay. I think eventually they're going to make up. This year was very tough for them. So, here, his energy is telling me that eventually they're going to make up. It's going to be further into the future. It's going to be further into the future. I still feel like they have one spat to go, one more, but maybe like around summertime. So it could be next year or maybe two summers from now. I think they're going to make up. And I asked Nicki, like, what does she think about this? And she's just like, I'm still pissed. But eventually they'll make up. Eventually they will. They will make up eventually. I already said it was business. It was business. I asked just now again, it's business. That's what it is. It's just business. Here, look at the tower here. It's business. That's why they had a falling out. But she felt that she felt that they were like family. And I actually always got that energy between especially Jay-Z and Nicki, that they felt like family. It was actually close, similar to how he felt about Biggie. And she feels like, wow, everyone is against me, now you too. It's just like a business falling out, and she just got so angry because she's really close with him, or they were really close. Okay. Whew. Okay, Nicki. Oh, it's all love between Nicki and Beyonce. So this is Beyonce. I think she like they still talk. There's definitely something here about money, because it's showing up here again when I ask Nicki. But no, they still talk. Beyonce has really positive feelings towards her. Again, it feels like maybe they're not talking as much as they used to, but eventually they will. They will. I don't think that Beyonce felt like, oh, Nicki's shading me or whatever, because she's just like, she's just mad. And that's the thing that I felt from Beyonce, is one of the main reasons she likes Nicki is because Nicki has the guts to say what's on her mind. And sometimes Nicki says things that Beyonce is thinking, but she would never say in public. So she's just like, she's just mad, it's whatever. Yeah, see here. I do think that they argued. Like Beyonce did reach out to her, and it wasn't that great when she had her public freak out moment. Like Beyonce she did send a friendly gesture, like, what's going on here, and they did argue. But again, eventually, it gets better. It gets better. Yeah. That is probably the least scandalous part of this reading. Somebody owes Nicki money. Look at how much her ass is coming up now that she finally has the floor. Finally has the floor. That's not what she's really mad about. She's mad about Megan Thee Stallion. She's not mad about that money. Look at her. She is so funny. She is doing pills. I don't know about cocaine, but she is on pills. She is. It feels more like medication, and sometimes like if she's drinking at the same time, I think some wires do get crossed in her mind. She is, and it does make her a little bit more aggressive. But no, it's not the title. It's not the title stuff. It's a bunch of things. It's more of like the industry is against me, and now you too. It's like if you've seen the Julius Caesar, if you read the Julius Caesar play, and then Caesar says "et tu, Brute," because it's like, wow, we grew up together, we've known each other for such a long time. She just felt betrayed. That's it. Okay. Okay, so these are just going to be the miscellaneous stuff. So no problem. I couldn't figure out your question, I think because you had the crown. So I was just like, what is happening here? Does Jay-Z do witchcraft? Yep. Very easy. Yep. He doesn't see it as witchcraft though. It's like, he's just like, no, I'm just manifesting. If you were to call him a witch, he'll be like, what? He's like, no, just manifesting. It's natural. Okay. Does Jay-Z want his kids in the industry? Yes, within reason though. Within reason. Like, he wants them to take it slow. He would prefer if they get into it when they're much older. He doesn't want them in there as children. Not as children. He's just like, when you get older, because he knows that I'm not answering any more questions. Sorry, mom needs wine. Like, no new questions. I'm tired and my hips are killing me. because I'm sitting on the floor cross-legged. He would prefer for them to wait until they're much older because he knows that his children are talented. They're very talented. And he also sees that they kind of like the attention that they get from people, from crowds adoring them. But he's like, nah, you should wait until you're older. You should wait until you're older. So it's like, yes, but within reason. Okay. Is the Rock Nation brunch a secret ritual? No. No. I mean, what would it be a ritual for? No. They're just like, no, it's just work. It's just work. It's just work. They really hate questions like that because it's almost like they're like, that's European. What we do is natural. That's European. And I feel like if anyone were to ask him that question, like in person, they would be like, you've been indoctrinated by European thought or something, Eurocentric thoughts. What we do is natural. Maybe they're doing like some form of like traditional African religions or something. Maybe that's why they're saying that. Okay, last question. Last question. I've been here for almost 3 hours, guys. Will Cassie... Okay, so the question here is, will Cassie ever be exposed as a madam? Well, first, we have to ask if she is a madam first. When you're asking questions, you can't make assumptions. Cassie. Cassie. Ventura? She's stressed. She's stressed. Ooh, she's hoping her secret doesn't come out. I mean, in the lives that I've done or the readings that I've done for Diddy, I saw that she was trafficking women. I saw that like she was like really involved in it. Look here. Look here. Look at how stressed she is about a secret coming out. She's a Pisces or Cancer, right? Look how stressed she is about a secret coming out. Stress. Okay, that's her energy. She's like wide open. She's very easy to read on. Like as soon as you even think of her name, she pops up. Ventura. Okay. Yes, she was a madam. Yes. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes. This is the third time. Yes. So I don't, it's like 50-50 if it'll be exposed. So it's like if she gets on the stand and if she testifies, because they're saying that it's like it can be, but it's like a lead up of questions. It's like it depends on how the lawyer asks the questions. So if she decides to get on stand, I mean, she may be forced to if she's subpoenaed. And it depends on whether or not the judge will allow certain questions. So if this lawyer can ask the right questions, if it's allowed, sustained or whatever, it's a possibility it could come out. It's a possibility it could come out. But at this point, it's like 50-50 because I've seen that eventually she walks away from this or she stops cooperating somehow. So she may do that. I don't know. But it really depends on the types of questions she's asked on the stand. She didn't play well. I think she just got the benefit of the doubt because of her race. Damn. I don't think she's gotten this money from him yet. Did you get the money from Diddy yet? No, I don't think she got the money from him yet. Oh, she's thinking of leaving town. I don't think she got the money from him yet. If she did, she may have gotten like a small payment. Cassie reminds me of Corinne Steffens. Okay, so I did a reading for someone. I'm not going to expose it, because it's like a paid reading. And this came out. this came out that Corinne Steffens and Cassie were very similar. Very similar. Corinne Steffens, she was a victim of something, but it's very similar. in this reading that I did, Cassie came out right away when that lady's name came up. So go ahead. I don't think that Cassie got all the money. Like, he may have paid a little bit, but I don't think she got all the money that she asked for. And she's actually like hurting for money now. But I do feel like she may leave the country. Diddy never plans to pay. It will be a while. Didn't. Didn't. She may be one of the ones who like leaves the country somehow, or like just leaves wherever it is she is. I mean, they're like true. I know that people always say that she wrote about it in her book. She was like 13. Who was 13? I know people get upset. Yeah, I did say Superhead, because that's how I know her. You know, when people talk about like perfect victims and everything, like it is true. There's no such thing as a perfect victim, but there's also such a thing as a perpetrator who was a victim at some point, you know? Corinne was 13. Oh, I see. Okay. Whereas with Cassie, like, yeah, she obviously did get her ass beat. Like, he did abuse her, but like she was doing dirt too. So, you know, and that's, yikes. It actually kind of reminds me of, do you guys remember Stormy Daniels and how the Democrats used her to go after Trump, and she became very famous off that. She got a bunch of speaking deals and everything, but her lawyer went to jail. Yeah, I think her lawyer went to jail, and then she had to pay a bunch of that money back. So like, it's kind of reminding me of Stormy Daniels, and was her lawyer like Michael something? I forgot her lawyer's name. Actually, let me look it up. Let me see what's going on with this guy. Or Anthony something? Stormy Daniels. What was her lawyer's name? Because I think she ended up suing the lawyer. Michael Avenatti. He's in jail. He's in jail. It kind of reminds me of that. Can you do a reading on Corinne Steffens in the future? No. No. A few people said Bieber was low-key the same. I think the young man who passed away, Liam Payne, I keep this to myself. I only talked about this with 2 other people. I think a lot of information was about to come out on him. A lot. Unflattering information. Sorry he passed away, but I do think a lot of information was going to come out about him. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. They pushed her. Yeah, they did. Oh, he was being sued? No, not what the ex was saying. I actually think more like very disturbing news was coming out about him. And now that he's deceased, they won't come out. They won't. He was clearly very troubled. He was very troubled, and I do think that he, along with the rest of the members, faced abuse as well. But sometimes people become perpetrators, you know? So, all right, guys, this was 3 hours. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, then please head over to www.terrabymoko.com/links in the description box below. This page was created to help you find your desired reading faster. They are separated by concern, so there's love and romance, career matters, psychic forecast, and spiritual and personal development. And if you have many concerns at once, then please feel free to book a live 30-minute or 1-hour reading via phone, video, or in person if we are located in the same city. You will also be able to find a link to my Etsy store that has a limited range of readings, as well as my blog and YouTube page. And for YouTube viewers, if you would like to offer a small tip, then you have that option as well. When you are ready to book a reading, then click on the desired icon and read through the description to make sure that it fits your concern. I return readings within 7 business days, but if your concern is urgent, then I have express options that allow you to choose how quickly you want your reading to be done. If you want to book a 30-minute or 1-hour reading for the next day, then please email me ahead of time. And if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to email me. If you would like to know more information about my style and why I read the way I do, then go to the homepage where you will find a quick description about me and an option to learn more. And if you scroll further down, you will be able to sign up for my monthly newsletter. With this newsletter, you will receive 10% off your first reading, as well as monthly general predictions and shop updates, which can include discounts for new spreads and early access to my yearly readings 1 month ahead of time. And even further down, you will find testimonials from all of the clients who are happy with me. All right, lovelies, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's work together soon.